Hello everyone. Today we'll be doing an open box of the Asus Republic of Gamers Strix Z370 E Gaming motherboard. So getting right to this, we're just going to go ahead and crack this bad boy up. Right there's a serial number that we won't disclose or show. And once you crack it open, this is the first impression. So the first thing we're going to obviously see is the motherboard and a nice little welcome to the Republic with the Asus logo here. This is actually really nice. First time of opening the E series motherboards from Asus, so far so good. Is this just the box? Let's see what's in here. Oh, okay, so in here we have what looks to be the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antenna. It looks like a little shark fin. It's actually really nice. Looks pretty cool. So that's the only thing in that box, which is pretty nice. From there we have the actual motherboard. And to be fair, I'm going to go over the motherboard last because I figure we can knock out all the parts that are in the actual package prior to actually doing the motherboard. So we'll go ahead and just remove this. And although it is 2017, just to be on the safe side, Asus and a lot of other vendors enjoy putting these CDs in there. If you have a driver, which if you doubt if you do or whatever, but if you have a driver, you put this in there and that'll help with installing updates to the BIOS or whatever current updates that this is holding for the BIOS. So if you have a CD drive, by all means, you can just throw that in there. If not, it's just as easy as going to Asus's website and going ahead and grabbing the downloads themselves, and you could update the firmware from the actual BIOS simply by having your computer connected to the internet. So that's actually not a bad idea, which most people will end up doing anyhow. Secondly thing we see is the user manual, and I actually like the presentation of these user manuals. Usually the ones that they give you from other vendors are kind of dumbed down, so it's kind of difficult to read or let alone understand. But you know, pictures are definitely worth the while, and it helps out knowing where I'm aiming or what I'm trying to shoot for. Oh, look at this. You also get a time to gear up, 20% off a cable mod. There's a code back there, but obviously I want to use that because I've never done that before. Continuing on, we have what looks to be here. It almost looks like an RGB adapter, or maybe an antenna of some sort. Not too sure about that one. That's kind of weird and new to me. Stickers. I love stickers, so this is actually awesome that they include these. Oh wow, these are, looks like some more stickers. If I can get this thing out, there we go. Some more stickers. And see, what I like about Asus and these companies that are like, all these companies that are working motherboard wise, they're getting smart, and they're basically putting out these little labels here. And essentially, these are cool stickers to have, but these up here and these down here are to help out when you're actually connecting everything, so you know what goes where. And basically what you're doing is you're going to connect one side to the motherboard wires so that you know what area it goes to, and then the other end to, let's say, your SATA SSD drive, and so that you know that the red means that it's going to that driver. So that's very helpful. You have an extra piece of paper here. It is for almost like an external fan. Either X99 or Z370, which is always cool. Behind door number 1, you get, let's check this out. You get some RGB lighting extensions, which is also cool. You get some zip ties, which is always good to have, especially if you're organized. You get your complimentary processor holder. It's a CPU installation toolkit, and basically what you'll do is you'll latch your CPU onto this little apparatus here, and then basically there's no wrong way. Like the second you drop this into the motherboard, that's it, you're alright, you're good to go. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you probably won't use those, but you know, why not? It's good to have. Then you have your M.2 and 3D printing screws. Essentially, you're going to screw this onto the motherboard. You'll screw this big part into the motherboard, and then that's what's going to actually hold on to the M.2 card itself, or the M.2 SSD drive, which is basically the new way to go. It seems like we have some more SLI extensions, or RGB extensions, and basically these will help out with lighting. Asus is really big on the whole lighting scheme thing for your board. So more M.2 or 3D printing pieces there. Those are the 3D printed ones. An Asus fan holder, which is pretty interesting. And, oh, see, this is awesome. I need this. I need this in my life. Why not? This is a game on, you shall not pass little door holder. Ha! Game off, you may enter. This is actually pretty sweet. Whoop. Yeah, this is actually pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually, again, something I'll put into use. Maybe when I get a house or something, not in the apartment. And then on this side, you get probably the more important things. You get your Sli Bridge, which is basically what's going to help out with dual graphics cards. If you're running 2 graphics cards at the same time, this will help out with performance and keeping everything balanced out so that the motherboard and CPU know basically how to balance out what from what in the graphics cards. You get 4 SATA cables. 4 SATA cables, 2 in each bag. That's awesome. And then you get your little shield that goes in the back. And this is basically if you have a tower that's like not, like an actual case tower, you'd use this. I don't need this because my tower is actually nude. It's wide open, which I love. It's a Thermaltake P3 case, and it's actually really nice. So aside from that, we'll go ahead and just crack open this motherboard. And in the motherboard, take the thermal sheet off, or the static sheet off. Starting from the side, you've got one 3.1 USB jack. You have 2 that are 2.0 USB 2.0, and 2 that are 3.0 USB jacks, which are pretty amazing. You also get a USB-C, which is kind of like the new thing for everybody now. You have your Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth and your Wi-Fi connections over here. Gigabit lane Ethernet connection. And then you have your option of your headphone jacks and the audio over here. Asus has some really good audio when it comes to their motherboards, actually. I can't lie, they're actually really nice. So you have 2 header fans here. One's for your I/O, one's for your regular head fan or extension fan if you have one, or if you need to find a place to add it. You get your processor heat fan here. There's actually 2 of them there. Then you put your DDR4 RAM in these slots over here. This big heatsink. Ooh, this is for your M.2, and essentially you can take off 1, 2, 3 screws, pop that off, and you'll have a slot like this for your M.2 SSD card. NVMe card goes right in there. Then you could also put one over here. So basically, if you don't want your graphics card touching your M.2 slot, you can put it over here, and it's got that heatsink to keep it cool. On this board, I've noticed right away once I took it out of the casing that it actually comes with 6 SATA cable slots, and then it actually has your USB 3.0 front panel jack right on the side versus just having it right here. And that actually helps out, especially for a motherboard or a tower like mine where it's kind of just wide open. I like to hide things and keep it concealed, so having it here on the side will actually work better, and I could really organize this area over here to be really good. It also comes with a front jack. Wow, it actually comes with a front jack. Let me see if I can just bring this in a little bit. It's a 3.1 USB slot for the front head jack of your rig. That's actually quite impressive, to be honest with you. And so that's pretty much it. I mean, for the most part, this is what you get. And I'm gonna go ahead and be building a i7 87K rig here in the near future. So once I get that up, I'll go ahead and make a video about that as well, and maybe get you some specs about how it runs, how it's doing, the whole 9 yards. So that's the video, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you liked the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and if not, just give me a thumbs down, and we'll see you on the next one.